back to my toolbox. I didn't get anything. I say back like it's a job. It's 2 cars of nothing. But yeah, so let's pop that up there. Oop. Go get rid of that. Boom. Okay. Making sure I got everything figured out for it. But yeah, so as you guys saw, hopefully saw the video, 2 videos out this weekend, which is like, you know, I haven't probably seen that for like 6 months out of the BIBSTER'S repair shop to get 2 videos in one weekend. But we did the what's in the pocket one, and then we did the worst case. We're gonna anyway. What y'all do as far as making noises on there? Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, that's basically it. My Sunday, Saturday. So we almost didn't get a video out just because it actually snowed Saturday morning, which is just flipping lovely. So now we're gonna do some morning stuff and find out it's snowing. It's supposed to be April. We're supposed to be done with all this. It's supposed to be nice weather. And the worst part is we've had like 3 days of nice weather. Thanks for the thumbs up. I'm trying to see if you guys are chatting. I can't see it yet, but it might be my own fault. So if you're watching, say something. I'll see if I can make this actually work. But I apologize. I'm trying to make that work. But yeah, so hopefully all goes well. Like I said, in the end, we haven't even started the projects for the springtime with it, which is basically just going to be I got to put those smaller tires on it. I got them in the back there. Instead of 6 by 16s, they're gonna be 4.5 by 16s. We got tubes and tires for them, so I'll pull those off. Those tires. Maybe I'll try and do it myself. We'll see. We'll see. I figured it out now. I'm sorry if you must have hit. Actually, you know what I'll do? Real quick. As you can see with the VAC there. Some point I'll get one of those tractors that doesn't have a grill. I mean, now I have an excuse for it. Let me flip you back. You can see my mug. It can only be one. Nights. It's be kind of a fun way we kind of finish the weekend out strong with talking about what we did, where we went polling at, what we had to discuss, and what didn't work, what failed. Thanks for the thumbs up. Got 6 in, 4 thumbs up. Thank you. But yeah, it's, you know, you can tell it's actually raining outside. I was gonna do some more stuff out here today, but that didn't happen. But also future projects. Actually, the guy that owns the VAC just sent me a Snapchat today of another project tractor that's going to be coming in very soon. So that should be exciting. So who knows what's going to happen there with that one. That one doesn't need as much. It runs already. He just got to get it. He had to move it from where it was at. So once he gets that figured out, he'll be able to he'll be able to have it. Oh, whoa, we almost start the phone. Hold on a second, folks. Hold on a second. We got to move this. Sorry, that's going to be loud in your ears. Move it from the platform. Oh, but one of the things I'm thinking about doing with the EM is doing something different with the seat. Just because what I like to do is being a big guy, I'd like to put an airbag on it. I think that'd be kind of cool to put like a baby, like a cab ride airbag, something in there, so it's a little more, I don't know, it's a little not like you're not wobbling around as much. I think that might be something kind of neat to do. But yeah, so something I'm thinking about. That's also future projects. With the VAC, that's what I was discussing. Sorry about that. Squirrel moment. But so that one won't be too bad. Just mostly checking fluids over, doing a few seals and that kind of thing. So hopefully it won't be too tough to do that one. And then we got Another 8N to work on. What's up, Rick? Okay, now I got it. Okay, so I finally got. I think I finally made the live chat work, or someone talked. I couldn't see it before. Now I just saw it. So that's exciting stuff. That is exciting stuff. Yeah, Rick, you do matter. What's up, Tom? I think it's finally starting to work. All right. Okay. Sounds like there needs to be a break in the stream. Is it because it's buffering, or is it just because I have no idea what I'm doing, Jeff? And also, I'm impressed, Jeff, that you're actually watching one of my videos, because I know normally you don't watch any of my videos because normally I either just tell you for no apparent reason what I'm doing. But I'm also out in the garage, so it's probably not the best. You know what would help the internet out? Mind your ears. Hold your ears for a second. This is going to help. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It got darker, but we should be able to connect to the internet a whole lot better now. It's not actually as cold. It's just weird that there's not a tractor out there anymore. Let me fix something over here real quick. Hold on. Okay. That's better. I got these so sweet LED lights I had in my old house. And sometimes when the house moves and stuff, they get pulled out from each other. But that should help out the intermittences. Because this, and I don't know what the deals with that is. I have my router in the basement, which is like 10 feet that way, but it doesn't ever connect to the old Wi-Fi. So the internet has to work here, and it's Verizon doesn't seem to work. But yeah, but so otherwise, long-term project, we're going to be trying to do the. I want to make sure I have that set right. Yep. Okay. See if I can scroll now. Oh, I can. Oh no! Now I see Now I see. So apparently, I apologize, everybody. There we go. Hopefully, it's better now. I finally got it, so I can actually see messages. I don't know what I had before. So thanks. Looks like Jeff's in there and a few other people. Hopefully now it's good. And I apologize that I woke the baby up. Apparently, hearing Dad's voice is never. Usually good. We freaked him out earlier because I was showing Emily the video from yesterday, which I hope you guys all liked the music I adding the tuba music. If none of you got the joke, it's not the same, but my thought process is it's a lot like the Stewie music when you'd follow a fat guy around and then he'd fall and go boom, 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 boom. So that's my thought. Probably. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. That's the first like the first tool on the lathe is always on the Super Cub side of the street. We got a new Haas tool room lathe. So it's basically like it's like a CNC. You can run it sort of like a CNC lathe, but you can also run it all manual. And so it showed up on this Friday, and we got out work with my boss and I. It's like Friday at like 3 o'clock, and we were screwing around with it, trying to make the first part on it. And it was comical because you can you can either like put a program in, or you can there's set different options. You can kind of just plug your own numbers in, and it runs it without having to actually know how to code. And so we did that. We made a piece, and I remember the whole time all right, we're not gonna scrap it. Let's not crash it. Let's not. But and then now working on the machine shop side, it's the first part is always the roughest. It's actually on Friday. I was working on a part, and the program is weird, and it's an odd part that we're making, and so it basically got to be where it was like 4:45, not a 4:45 on Friday thing. So tomorrow though, on a Monday, it'll be perfect but luckily I come in later. Yes. Oh yes. Let me guess. Baby Buzz is about to be asleep. That's good. I was almost gonna film this inside, and I thought, no, I don't want to wake the baby up. That would make sense to not do that. Let me know if it's still circle of deathing anymore, buffering and stuff. Now that this is this way, sacrificing my heat. Which I didn't have my heater on, so I'm not actually sacrificing anything. But yeah, so that's the tangent there. What's that tangent story? I don't know. I'm bad at these things. I did almost run the Farmall out of fuel yesterday. And every time I take the Farmall out, it seems like, never time I take it out, but I'll take it out randomly, and I'll think to myself, just blurry. Oh, that's no bueno. Maybe it's just me. I am pretty fluffy. But I took the M out and I was gonna go bomb the neighborhood like I always do, because when you live in town with a farm tractor, if you don't take it around the neighborhood every time you have it out and about, I don't know what you're doing. And I went like 2 blocks north. Hey Jeff. Uh, it I took it like 2 blocks up the road and it ended up it stalled out. I don't know if it was just still cold or what, but I thought I was gonna have to walk home, which I did once. I was when I lived in Fulton. We got like I got like a half a mile from the house, and one of my 70s shut off. All right, so if it's good, doing good there, it might just be a combination of internets. My internet not doing well, Tom, and other internet's doing sort of not well. And when not well internet was it's string to not good internet, it doesn't end well. But when my internet that's probably terrible goes to decent internet, it might be better. Who knows? I don't know how the math works. But the 70 ran out of fuel, and I remember that one I had to walk home because I probably didn't have my phone on me. Because I'm also notorious for, like, if I'm not filming, I just won't have my phone on me. I'll just go drive. So I walked back to the house and had to have Emily follow me back. I think I had to go get fuel too. And I was like outside this guy's house, like just parked on the road, tractor, just ran out of fuel. So I don't check fuel to save my life. I ran it out when I first bought this tractor. The first time I ever took it to church, because I used to do. I was the only guy that did it at our church, but I would do the drive your tractor to church Sunday, and I would just randomly drive it to church. And it ran out of fuel then. I ran it out of fuel. Let's see. I've run it out of fuel multiple times, like driving back and forth to work when I lived in Fulton, and I was only about a mile and a half from work. I would drive the tractor sometimes. I know I ran out of fuel then. The Super ran out of fuel driving to a tractor show. The 70 ran out. Yeah, it's just been. There's been other times. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I'm just not a smart man when it comes to tractors. I also, the M, when it was running like crap, I would take it for drives, and it would almost die everywhere because it was getting crap in the fuel filter or the sediment bowl, and it was plugging it all up. But yeah, if there's a way to run a tractor out of fuel, I found it out. Somehow, luckily, I ran it out of fuel. I think my favorite story about it is that first pull I went to when we broke. I don't know if you go back on my videos, there's one from last year, the first pull we went to, and it's the one that says I went pulling and it only cost me $1 and an axle because we broke the axle in the trailer on the way home. Well, I unloaded the tractor. I had pulled 3 times that day, pulled good. I loaded the tractor fine. We unloaded the tractor and I drove it. There was like a mile down the road, or not a mile, like a half mile down the road. There was a farmer that was going to let us just park it there while we fixed the trailer or got the trailer enough so we could roll and then go get our other trailer to bring the tractor home. Well, in that time period, as I'm driving it, I'm like to the driveway, this other farmer's house, and my father-in-law's there because he lived close, and so we called him. The tractor ran out of fuel. Luckily, I could sit for long enough and enough to fill up the bowl so I could get it pulled in. But another case of me almost running out of fuel. What's up, Russ? Apparently, Russ, we had the exact same idea for the wrench because I could tell you filmed yours probably Friday night too. And when I saw your video, I was like, it's almost the same size of wrench. I don't think you were smart enough not to do what I did and put it back in your pocket and have it land on your foot. But, that was, I don't even, like, sometimes I do things, like, hoping that the joke will work. Like, the joke was just supposed to be there was a giant wrench in my pants. But, having it land on my foot really added to the joke. It may have made it for a fun time, but that was really dumb. I was trying to, Russ, you'll like this. The other one I was going to try and do is I was trying to figure out a way to jam a guitar down the back of my bibs. So I could just be like, hold on, I got something in my back pocket here. And then, like, pull the whole guitar out. But I got this Casio digital guitar thing, and I was going to try and jam that back there. And I'm too much man to have anything extra in the pants, so I just gave up on it. Gave up on it entirely. But, yeah. So, hope everyone had a good weekend. Had a fun time. Had a decent Sunday. I know around here the weather was nice this morning, and then I did the responsible thing on a Sunday afternoon, which is normally say I'm not going to take a nap, and then usually end up probably taking a nap. And you're gonna do a mandolin. See, and I thought about a ukulele. A ukulele was thought of because I'm down there looking at the one, and I looked over at the ukuleles, and I'm like, I could, and I got this one that it would have probably fit, and I was like, my luck, I would have ended up breaking it, like trying to jam it back there, something stupid, and Emily would not have understood why I had to buy another instrument because I broke it, jamming it down my pants. Yeah, that was good. I like the harmonica. The phone, you started that video off just boop. If you don't know, that's Thomas Farms, Tennessee. It's Russ Thomas. Check his channel out. He always does a lot of cool daily, or like kind of life around the farm videos. And his what's in his pocket video, he starts off, and I won't ruin the whole joke if you haven't seen it yet, but it was, yes, you don't want to have to worry about the BIBSTER'S now. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, I felt, even that digital guitar that has like nylon string things, I was like, it's weird. It's odd. Bad things are afoot. But yeah, check his channel out. I put a link in the description, but it's pinned. I don't even think I've set anyone as a mod, so I can't even do that. I'm real smart, real super smart here. But yeah, so that's been kind of fun. It's been fun seeing those videos around there. There was one guy that put one out today. It was like Minnesota something farmer, and he had a lot of knives. I don't know. There might be something going on there. I wasn't sure. I was like, sir, you don't need to have 17 knives on you at all times. Just saying. I've never been in a situation. Luckily have never been in a situation that I needed a knife. I don't think I ever needed like 5. Just like if one knife couldn't get the job done, I think you were probably, maybe that wasn't the situation you should have been in. But who am I to say? Yeah, exactly. Because that's probably is that where the gun's at, Thomas? Because I'm always wearing Chucks. So you can't hide anything in Chuck Taylor, especially low tops. So there's nothing to really be hidden there. Everything just comes right on in. But yeah, those have been fun. I think Crazy Dave had a really good one too with a bearded lizard or bearded iguana or whatever it was. That's been fun. So if you haven't seen those, if you just search hashtag what's in my pocket, it's in a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of the farming, fixing video channels have been doing them lately, and they've all been kind of challenging each other. It's harder now because more people have done them, so you got to try and find channels that haven't done them yet, or just hope. Russ, you were actually on my list of people I was going to challenge, and then I thought you'd done it already, but yeah. Or maybe I think I'd seen that you already challenged. I think that's what it was. I couldn't remember. Might have been that I saw I was already challenged. But I don't know, it's just something fun. That's what's been really fun, I think, about the whole doing YouTube stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And we were talking on Rick's channel about somebody getting involved in it. And I always tell people just get started. It's a lot of fun. You meet people that you didn't know. I got a ton of friends now. I would say on Facebook, but I'm not back on Facebook yet, so I will though soon. Yeah, exactly. That's why I figured. I think I saw one that you got challenged on. That's why I was like, okay, you already had been, and you were filming at the same time I was. But I don't know. It's a fun community, and yeah. We all have aspirations. I don't think any of us that are doing YouTube, now in this that are at like my level, which I'm at the very lower end of that level. We all have goals of being able to at least have more fun with it and be able to do more opportunities with it. But at the same time, I said in the one video, every time I get a subscriber, it's like, ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. It's you make you feel like you're at least doing something right. I got a couple buddies that will just screw with me and be like, oh, you don't subscribe. I'm like, don't do it. My low self-esteem as it is already hurts. It only makes it worse. But yeah, so that's what I think is just fun about it. Getting to, and not meet them in person yet, but there's some opportunities there, and just getting to see people that are kind of doing the same thing, and knowing too, this hobby of being into antique tractors. Around here, I'm kind of the guy, in the sense of a lot of my friends aren't necessarily. Not that many of the people I know have tractors in their garage that they like to work on. But then you meet people, you make some videos, and you meet some people, and you're like, oh, there are other people that think 80-year-old clapped out tractors are a fun time, and that's that's what we like to do. And the same way with the Poland scene, there's a ton of people that you're you didn't know that they were that close to where you were at, or you drove by, and my buddy Don in Port Byron. When I used to work in Moline, which is about 45 minutes from here, I drove by that house every day to work, and I'd always see there's a couple of minis, and I'm like, that guy's got to pull. He has to pull because he had extra. I always figured because he had extra tires laying around. That's what I kind of thought, and this is the way the tractors looked. I thought he has to be a tractor puller. And next thing you know, I go to a poll. Actually, it's not even from going to a poll. I think it's from being in a polling group on Facebook, saying I was looking for tires, and he contacts me, and he's like, here's where the tires are, and we talked a little bit back and forth, and, now some of the guys that's, when I go to a pull, we're always kind of swapping stories and swapping tricks. And he's offered to let me drive his tractor before. Both times I've been filming and haven't really. I haven't driven something like that, and I figure when I want to drive that kind of tractor, I want to do it not in front of a crowd the first time, hooked up to a sled, just to get comfortable on it. Just, I can look like an idiot really easily, and I pride myself in being able to do really dumb, idiotic things sometimes. But I figure I wanna look like an idiot on my own terms. When I'm gonna do something stupid, I usually have a plan of this could go bad, but we're gonna ride it out. Exactly. Yes, if I want to look like an idiot, it's pretty easy. If anyone watched the live stream of this morning's church service, you saw a moment where Kyle hit the bottom of the hi-hat instead of the top, and then I can't hide when I make a mistake. I did the same thing when I would play guitar. If I hit the wrong note or something, I was just like, ugh, disgusted at myself. And then I had to realize, I'm like, oh crap, I can't do that. Probably looks bad. But yeah, so that's kind of, I guess, what we're gonna do here. But yeah, so this will start off as probably not every week. Yes, exactly. And that's what I figure. I mean, and I don't know. I've always thought that, being the funny guy is kind of what I've always wanted, what I've always thought of myself. Maybe not always been able to do it, but, I figure it's always making somebody laugh is funner than trying to be too serious at things, We're talking about, and I'm a youth leader. If anyone knows anything, not to get too churchy, but, when you're a youth leader is basically, like, your only requirements are, like, do you have a pulse and will you do dumb things? And that's usually, if you can follow those two things, usually you're in. And, like, pass a background check. That's it. You can do all three of those things. Set. But yeah. So, yeah, so I'm thinking of this Sunday night thing. It'll just be kind of a come in, hang out, talk about the weekend, talk about what most people did. Hopefully, some of these will be, like, would be really fun to do these at is, like, if I go down to East Moline and hang out in the pits with a driver, and then just fire it up when it's over and just sit and talk about what we did and how the weekend was and how their racing was and things like that. So, something to think about. We'll probably kick them off at about between 8. We won't start them any later than 10 because I know it is a work night. And yeah, it's Monday. It's the farthest from the weekend. It's like the worst day. It's the worst. I mean, I don't know. I like my job, so it's not even like the worst days are really not that bad. It's just a Monday is still a Monday. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Anyone else do anything wild and exciting this weekend other than stand with the door open when it's like 40 degrees and raining so that you have good internet? I should have a coat out here. That would make more sense. I could fire that up. My kerosene heater is like right there. I did have somebody ask me a couple months ago when I wasn't making very many videos because it was cold and busy and stuff about doing a review on that heater, on that kerosene heater. And I think at the time I had to change the wick out because, fun fact with that heater, you cannot, and they'll tell you can't do this, but you'll still, if you're dumb, like I am and an idiot, you'll try and run 100% diesel in it and just put some alcohol, like, grubbing alcohol in it, and hopefully that it won't make it clog up. It will clog up, and it'll run like crap, and it won't heat the garage very much. So if it's a kerosene heater, you really got to run on kerosene. I know there's a way you can mix it or do something, and it was also really old diesel. It was diesel I bought. If you guys remember, like last year, I put diesel in the M in the transmission to clean out all the gunk, and then I had some extra diesel I never put in my truck like I wanted to, and so I didn't want to put it in my truck because I was like, this is probably bad, or who knows if it's growing something, because nowadays down here, you can't get straight diesel. It's got at least, I think it's 10% bio at Quick Star. 10 or 20. I think it's 10% bio. So I know that the bio stuff can grow a little bit more than straight diesel, and so I didn't want to put it in the truck and ruin something on the truck when at least if it ruined something on that heater, it would only be like $10 for a new wick. So I bought a wick, but I ended up not having to use it because when I was really cold out here, I was like, I don't have time to fix it. So I just threw some kerosene in it, and it's working. So I'm really happy with it. I think, there probably are better, there's probably better ways to heat garages. Obviously, being insulated and not having the door open, that's step one. But it's a really good way if you're filming stuff and you want to heat the garage. I think the propane ones are probably maybe a little more efficient in the sense of like putting out a bunch of heat. But if you have a little bit of insulation like on your ceiling, so all your heat's not just going to go through your roof, like not like this house or not like the last house I was at, I think these work really well and just kind of getting the room kind of warm and making it nice to work on, and it's quiet. There's no noise with it. Really, sometimes a little bit of like burning noise, I guess is how I don't know how to describe it. But it's really nice for that. So if you are a YouTuber or you're thinking about starting to film or anything like that, I would say going with something like that is nice because you can let it burn. It's not like those forced air ones put all the heat in the world, but they're yeah, Russ. Yeah, when you guys say it's cold down there, we're running around in shorteralls. For those of you who don't know, that's when I cut the legs of my shorts off or my bibs off so I can make shorts because always be in bibs. But yeah, so up here we got that problem, and that's why. That's one of the main reasons why my channel kind of shuts down. Last year it wasn't as bad because there wasn't as much other stuff going on, like mostly Baby Glenn. Yeah, like 40. It's probably 40 degrees right now. I bet it is. I bet it's probably. Hold on. I have a thermostat in here. Yeah, it's like 40 in the garage right now. So who knows what it is out there. But yeah, I mean when it gets cold and with Glenn this year, it was just like ain't nothing in the garage worth going out there for that at this point. Now, next year will be different because at that point Glenn might be able to come out and hang out and that kind of stuff. So that'll change things, but it is what it is this year. It was kind of hard, and we still aren't. I don't think we ever fully moved into the last house finally. We still had stuff that wasn't done moving in. And so, it's just getting all that stuff done. But now let's get nicer out, and pulling season's coming up, and more like tractor show season's coming up. That I just want to start being able to come out here more often. It's nicer when you come out here, pop the door open, it's a nice night, jam some music, have a couple wobble pops, and have yourself a good time. Come on and have yourself a good time. Yeah. Yes. Let's see if I'm just checking a couple things here, folks. Checking. There we go. But yeah, so exciting times. Exciting times at the BIBSTER'S shop. So what else? Anybody else got anything exciting going on? 6 in, 7 up. Thank you. Like I said, we're going to keep doing this and hopefully going to build a channel. If you're somehow watching because you came over from Rick's channel, thanks for hanging out for this long. I know it was kind of rough there at the beginning when I was trying to figure out how to film this and not have it buff like crazy. When you haven't subscribed, please hit that. If you would really appreciate giving this channel a share on social medias because like I said, right now I'm not on there, and so that's I know that's really hard on some of my videos where I can't. Like that last case video, that did a lot better when I could go into some of the case groups and share it and talk about it, and now I can't. So, it is what it is. I'm still getting good views off that stuff, and every view helps when you're trying to build stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. Mostly that's it. So yeah, this week got plans on hopefully that engine comes in this week. We'll start on that. Filming that. We're going to start hopefully building. I got to order the rest of the parts for that pedal tractor pulling sled. And then I'm going to go out and get the metal for that and start doing that. Ooh, good deal, Thomas. I like those. Those are always fun times. Your Saturday Night Lives. It's kind of like I came with a name for this. And I think I might do that. It might not be every Sunday, but it might be like every other Sunday. We'll see. I might say every other one. I might do it once. It could be like my podcast. If you remember, I used to do podcasts like a year ago. I think I have myself set up again to do that, so I might start doing that again. That was fun, but it's just another thing. You got 24 hours in a day, and you want to spend 7 of them watching YouTube. It's hard to get a lot of other stuff done. It's just as tough. It really is tough. One channel. I know most of you guys probably that are watching probably watch him, seen it. Let's do it. Let's do it, Russ. I literally have all the stuff, and all I have to do is get a phone call, and we can do it. That's the motivation. I'm gonna try and get it done. Okay, not till after the tractor show, just because I got to get some stuff. To be fair, I'm super nervous about that because I'm kind of going out on a line, and because I'm not set up as any kind of a not for profit or any kind of a foundation or anything, I'm just shelling it all out. So hopefully it all works out well, but it might go really bad. I'm nervous it's going to be 7 tractors there, and they're going to all look at me like, well, we're never doing this again. So. At the same time, I should have gotten flowers out sooner, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, so we should definitely do that. Could be fun. But I think I'm trying to push everything, no new projects till after the show. I say that now, and I'm going to start working on other than things I'm doing for the show, but just because that's the way it is. I have this other idea I want to do at the tractor show, and again, this is why my mind has to stop sometimes. I got a buddy with, he's got a Super M that's been sitting in a barn for years and hasn't ran. And I got this idea to drag it out of the barn, take it to the show, and do, oh, can we get it to run while the show's going on? The problem with that is I'd have to be doing that while also hosting, and no, I can't use Messenger now because it was tied to my Facebook account. But Russ, I'll start a new Facebook probably this week, and I'll just send out. So if you see a Kyle Jackson that looks like me, or it might even just say Bibster because I'm just wanting just to make it for that. Accept it, and then we can connect that way. Because otherwise, yeah, I lost Messenger, I lost all that stuff. Instagram was gone, which made me real thrilled because lately Instagram has a bunch of pictures of me and Glenn, so it's like, well, thanks for that. Just Danny. But enough of talking about bad stuff. But what I was thinking about doing was doing it at the show, doing a live, will it run, like film it and try and get it to run while the show's going on. People are watching, see what happens, and then I'm also thinking that, Kyle, you're insane because you have to also, you're like trying to run the whole thing. So I'm thinking, and not this year, but there's another YouTuber that's actually a lot bigger than me that's not too far away, that if I had made the right connections last year on a couple things, I could have made that work where I could have said, hey, I'll bring this tractor in if you want to see if you can get to start. I'll have everything there, and you can film a video for you while we're there. It'd be kind of a fun thing. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but we can always find it next year. We might even be able to. What's up, Flegel? We might be able to make something like that work for the next year's show. I just think it'd be fun to do a live, like, showing. You find it hard to believe that I know I'm insane? Yeah. Find a tractor that doesn't run or something that doesn't run and trying to get it to run live at a show. Because, I mean, that's what we all know that's what's popular now. I mean, those videos always do well. Of the, can I get this to run? Can I get this to start? Kind of a thing that's been sitting this long. So I thought if we could do that, but do it kind of and show like, yeah, this stuff's possible. But oh yeah. Oh yeah. See now, thanks Jeff for messaging me on the. He said, my buddy Jeff. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's not. It's the hard part at channels of my size. It's just easier to know who's smaller than you because you're pretty low on the totem pole. Yeah, just that's probably what I have over there. So I was really gonna do this on my toolbox, but I couldn't get any internet at all, so that's why I moved it back here to get the door open and let all the data just flow into the garage. But that's what I'm thinking eventually. So maybe not for this year's show, but again, maybe something that next year we try and buy a tractor. What would be really fun? Oh, okay, here we go. So this is why I can't do live streams, because I come with ideas like this on the fly, and then I tell people them, and they try and hold me to them. Be fun is to next year. This is next year, so Emily watching inside. Maybe it's probably already sleeping at this point. We buy a tractor for cheap that does not run. We get it running at the show, and we try and sell it by the end of the show. That would be fun. That would also probably cost me a lot of money because I guarantee it would be for a loss. But that would be fun. If you could do that, it had to be a much bigger show. Maybe something like if I get in like working with like the Geneseo show or something, maybe like a couple day show just so you could actually get it running and get it working and fixing some things on it. And maybe a big enough show we could get some donations and some parts and stuff to make it kind of all worthwhile. But that would be a fun thing to do. The show ends and you just throw an auction up and you just auction that tractor off right then and there if it runs. If it doesn't run, you still sell it and you might just lose money. Be wild. I mean, the content. Of course, it pays so much. It's just worth all of the investment of good hard-earned money just to throw it away, hoping to get the attention of views. But I mean, hey, it'd be fun. So that's something to think about. That's something I'm going to put back in the old brain and squirrel it away for future reference. Probably a bad idea. Probably a very bad idea. But something that I think would be fun. So, yeah, if you guys are local and you got a junk tractor somewhere, just bring it by. I might start working on it. Just tell me you're going to do it. I'll throw some wrenches in there. I also apparently have to do an entire, according to Crazy Dave, I got to do a carb rebuild using that giant wrench. I'm figuring out a way to do that. I think it'd be kind of funny. What I think I might do is I might buy another wrench like that. Like go to Harbor Freight and get another one like that, and then weld like the different, like the screwdrivers and stuff I need on it. So I have one wrench that does everything. So like the world's largest Leatherman, like a Bibster size Leatherman. So it's a wrench this big to start with, and then have like screwdrivers welded on the side of it so you could actually do a carb rebuild. That might be something too. Again, crazy idea. So I'll have to go back and watch this video to remember all the Loon Tune things I just said. Yeah, and I haven't even had and there's been no wobbly pops. So it didn't make sense. Doesn't even make sense. But yeah, so, well, we've been going for like 40 minutes here. And somehow the internet's sort of still holding up, which is encouraging. But if I've learned anything in life, I've learned when I've probably gone far enough. And then I usually go for another 20 minutes until no one's watching. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to wrap things up here now. Just because it's been 40 minutes. I don't know how long. Sometimes my phone acts weird. I don't want to just cut out. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. If you don't like the channel already, hit the subscribe button. If you want to share it, that'd be great. Check out Rick Bork's channel. Check out Fleagle's channel. Timothy Fleagle, you've seen him commenting on there. I think I tagged his channel in my last video, if you want to find it there. Russ Thomas, Thomas Farms TN. Check his channel out. I'm trying to think of anyone else's that's been in here hanging out. Check their channels out. Watch their stuff. I know I don't always get a chance to watch it just because it's hard to watch everybody, all the stuff. I'll admit it. But they're always good. They're always great content. I'm hoping that we should be getting a lot of cool stuff from Rick now. We shall see. But yeah. And if you don't already know, April 30th at Kingpins in Fulton. It's halfway between Highway 30 and Highway 136. Big white building says Kingpins on the side. You'll see tractors there. It's gonna be fun from 10 a.m. to about 5. We are going to be doing a tractor show. There'll be a pedal tractor pull that I'm building the sled for. There's going to be hopefully live music once I get back on Facebook and make sure that guy's free that day. And there should be, but yeah, I'm trying to think of, there's one other thing. Yes, Fleagle. I'll be there. I think Fleagle's going to be there. I'm pretty sure Don's going to be there. We're hoping just to have a fun time of just hanging out, talking tractors. We might have a V12 power tractor there. We might have a couple mini rods there. You know, really just trying to have it be a fun show. If it's worst case scenario, the worst case is we all get to hang out for the day and we don't have to throw weights. That's what I'm thinking. We get to hang out, we get to BS and talk about how good our tractors are going to be this year, but we never have to actually prove it, so mine are going to be awesome. Anyway, thanks everybody for check out the live stream. We're gonna do this again, and yeah, have a great week. And I don't know, try and do something nice for somebody this week. I don't know what it could be, just something nice. Maybe it's not running them over. That's terrible. I don't know. See, this is why I gotta stop early. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.